Hello there, Golf Freak here, and welcome back to some more Civ 7. So, a couple things. First off, this is going to be relatively heavily modded. There should be a link in the description to a workshop collection that is, well, not necessarily this mod list specifically, are relatively up-to-date for what I'm currently playing for Civ 7, if you're interested in that. Also, the nuke issue that we had in the previous game, where I got nuked without them being at war with me, and I was nuked by them, and I nuked them. Apparently that is in fact a bug, or at the very least is not behaving like it's supposed to. I was able to work with help a little bit and basically confirm that that's an issue, at least with mine. So if you also have this issue where you can nuke people without going to war, go to the Civ live tracker. You'd have to sign into that annoyingly, but you can uptick that. It's going to be a ways into the issue trackers, but it is there. Anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to play as Confucius. And we're just going to stick with... I think we're just going to stick with the Chinese ones. That sounds fine to me. So they get a capital gets population when it completes the science building, and then the capital and new towns gain an additional population with the first growth event. That's pretty nice. Earn antiquity, long age length, difficulty. It was that mod that was... I had a mod that was causing an issue here, and I knew exactly which one it was. But it's no longer in the list. Standard size. Here, because it's faster. Yeah, we can leave those all enabled. Yeah, random is good. All right. Let's continue. All right, so now the thing I want to do is for mementos. Now the thing is, I have some mods here that... That's kind of cool. Wow, it even gives the combo scoring based on other things? That's interesting. So if I went for culture... There are a few that are good. This one, we need to reach level 9 Hatshepsut, so I haven't played as her at all, so that's one we should do. The other one is... +1 from specialists. Oh, I do have that one. Maybe it was science, not culture. +1 culture from specialists. It is level 9 with Confucius. I'd like to grab that one. But anyway. So... This is considered weak, which is interesting. No good way to... Okay, so it looks like it's in order. It is in order from strong to weak. He considers that the best one, which makes sense, but I don't think it's particularly good for now. That's actually really solid. A 3-to-1 there is really good. If there's also a 3-to-1 the other way, that would be perfect, because then you're netting 2. But anyway, what are we going to do? So there's some options we have here. So we have Golden Sapphire Flowers and Groma, which is the exploration point. Let's do show unlocked only. So that combo is good. It's poor. Yeah, there's no major combo match. That combo is extremely useful if you're okay with only getting 4 to 5 settlements out relatively quickly and building stuff relatively quickly. I feel that I want settlements. They consider those to be poor as well. That's really interesting. I don't know if this is based on other info. See, this is useless early on. This is useless early on. I think the mod takes into account ages, which I think is important. But anyway, I'm gonna do the double settlement So we have those two. I think that's a pretty solid one. Now there is the other options. You have 200 gold at the start of an age is a good one. 50 gold per tiles is also a good one. I just think it is indeed terrible for like later on, but I think the double settlement limit is more important. It's a 50% increase in settlement limit early game, and that ends up being about, it's usually end up doing about 6, 7, give or take. It ends up being about more significant early on. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, of course, with my luck, it won't be very useful to me because I won't be able to settle those, but I do believe they carry over, and so long as I play my cards right, in the Exploration Age, we'll be able to utilize them. So this is definitely more of a long-term strategy. I think the Garoma Sapphire Flowers combo is better if you want a quick start, especially if you're planning on taking over cities. This is going to take a little longer to get into motion, but because you can put more settlements effectively more easily,
now,
so you get more settlements
the world is again in need
in
of help us to
less time compared to less settlements in shorter period of time. It depends on which way you want to play. +2 science from specialists.
Falls, lead us in the
Yeah, this is actually crazy now that I'm looking at this. 2 science from specialists just right off the rip is incredibly useful. But this would in fact be good for having more settlements to have more specialists. And it encourages cities because we'll have faster growth rate in cities. What a interesting start. Wow, there's 3 marble in range of this. That is crazy. Yeah, generally you almost always want to put your settlement where it is, even if you see a better place somewhere else. It just is that way. We're gonna go ahead and build 3 scouts. If you're playing Groma, the Groma build, you can be much faster. It's not as worth it. But I digress. Okay, so we have... Wait, we do have to wait until we grow.
The radiant.
All right. Yeah, we can go for animal husbandry first. Sounds fine to me. Now the question is, what do I want to get first? These are nice tiles because they also give us culture. But do I want to go hard for the food, or do I want to also focus a little bit on production? So basically I could do this. I could go here, that's 4 food, 1 production. Or here, that's 4 food, 1 culture. I do still kind of want the production. Alternatively, I could go here for the 2 food, 1 production off the bat. Come down here for the additional production. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go boom, 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 boom. I think that's what's best. All right, because I get the additional instant growth. So the first population is actually population, which is pretty sweet. There's more marble. We definitely want as much marble as possible because in the next age it becomes a better resource. -1 happiness, but 60 culture. That's great. Yeah, absolutely.
The river there is like our veins.
Ooh, the Grand Canyon. Okay, so unfortunately that means that these guys have to go. So this is +1 science on flat terrain and settlements. Well, actually, I could probably put it over here then. This is a little too much mountains. But I definitely want to be able to get a city out here pretty quickly, I'd say. And we've got fresh water over here. I don't think... There's fresh water here, and that's not terrible, being able to double tap. So here is 1, 2, 3. So there is a little bit of overlap, but it's not terrible. And being able to double place on these because it's either settlement. So actually having two is potentially really good because you get more tiles out of it. So culture or happiness. So the thing is, that mod's not working probably because I'm using this one. Unless I click this, does it come up? No. Would have been nice to see. But we got 26 turns till we get our government celebration. That's 10 turns of happiness, which is pretty solid because we can get more policy slots or more culture. I think I'll take the happiness this time. We go for mysticism, although rushing for other stuff is also potentially good. Anyway, let's see here. Go ahead and do this here and see what pops up. We got you. I can't get. Got send you over here. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, we'll do that for the extra growth in production. Get that down there. Okay, looks good. Choose a government, oligarchy. The extra production. Every little bit helps. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing... like here? Huh. Okay. I don't know if it can see into the zone of... I'm guessing that mod can see through the zone of, Fog of War or the Fog of the Map. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a really solid location. So yeah, I think we can rush out for those two. And 2 production is nothing to sneeze at, but I think just getting a settler up and running more quickly is better. Now, it's arguably pretty good to get, we got silver down here too. Well, I've got the settlement limit, thankfully. Yeah, that's looking like a pretty solid place. Although the issue is I'm not gonna be able to get that cotton, which is a bummer. It's not a huge bummer, but it's a bummer nonetheless. I could put it here. Alternatively, I could put it here. There might be better. And it's still... we'll see. Get some influence or get some science. I actually kind of want the influence more. Oh, another one. Nice. Production or happiness? Production. We want to be able to get them cities out faster stuff. Oh, we got fish over here. Got iron down here. Fortunately, I don't have a good place for that other silver. If there was a little bit... oh, somebody else already got it. That's a bummer. I'll keep going, I guess. Train 2 settlers for 50 culture, build 2 libraries for 50 science, or get a free warrior. So it's 5 turns of science right now. You know what? I think I'm going to go for the science. But that, by the time I get 2 libraries, it's going to be a while. Getting another warrior means I can get another settlement out more quickly. So I'm a little more inclined to do that. Okay, you've grown again. Let's grab the culture and the extra production. Friendly greeting. You were a research agreement, but I'm waiting to see if she wants to do anything. Oh, we met 2, that's why.
Ich bin Carolus. Schalmanja geheißen. Managu andere Walden mit...
Minus 50 gold for 60 culture, or just 10 production. 1 turn of production, but losing 10 turns of gold for a bunch of culture doesn't seem worth it. I'd honestly rather have the production. The culture is nice, don't get me wrong. It's still 5 turns, but it's also 10 turns of gold. I don't want to do that. Ooh. A militaristic means, yeah, we're gonna befriend them. Takes 170. Just lost 40. But that's why you want diplomatic. Okay, so they're there as well. Oh boy. Alright. We need to expand as quickly as possible. This is a 50% increase in science, but I also want to be able to make sure I get a specialist or settlement limit increase. Ooh, and there's an expansionist. Nice. It's the water, but... Silver down there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. I can build this here and then also get a fishing key down. Yeah, I think that's probably the best spot, in all honesty.
All are made.
All right, let's grab sailing real quick. Go out in the water. There's gold. Alright, nice choke point here. Right here. So they can't go up. Yeah, this would actually be a pretty solid choke point. I didn't also want to include these tiles in here for the extra science. Those 2 there, 1, 2, and those 2 there. Yeah, so definitely going focus on that.
There is another world, but it isn't.
Alright, next civic. Let's grab discipline. Choose celebration. We're not building buildings. Let's do that. I'd rather have the culture. Let's do that. Choose a pantheon. I want the influence. We'll choose that.
We look up.
Ooh, Mount Everest. Ooh. Is that good enough? I'm gonna befriend these guys because I think I could wait till I could wipe them out and place my own. Let me see. Okay, you there. And this is a navigable river. But you there. Do have some overlap down here, but that's not too bad. And then, yeah, I'd like a city there. Now, the thing is... See, actually, if I put the city here... No, I can't do that and get full coverage. I would actually be better off doing... something like this. But then the question becomes, do I want to take these guys over militarily? Probably. I think my best bet is to go 1, 2. Then take them out and plop down a 3rd. And then a 4th. And then I kind of want... Yeah, I want you there, which means there's gonna probably be best to have another one here-ish as just kind of like a connecting settlement. That's got overlap there. I'd want it here. Either way, if I do both of these, I'm gonna have to take you out too. So I think my best bet is we can get discipline. We're gonna get this second settler out. So I need to make sure I have enough military at both locations. So we're gonna bring you here. Then warrior Chukunu, and then we can get my other guys out. And I've got enough to make friendlies with somebody. I'm gonna wipe these guys out. I could become friendly with them first, but I don't know. Well, if I do that, can I just wait to incorporate them? So that's probably a pretty good spot. Yeah, I can't settle there, but I'd like to know what it's like. Let's see. What is the... Land city number 4. That doesn't really help me because I don't know which one's which. Wait, this one? No, I don't know which one that is. Anyway, oh, that one. Okay, good. It does do that. Okay. Yeah, this I could totally see city. This is a huge potential city. Especially because this gives it based on flat terrain. There is a lot. There's rough. This is considered rough. This is considered... I believe these are still considered flat. Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna definitely make this a city. Eventually, pretty quickly. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are gonna go ahead and protect, because I'm sure she's not gonna be thrilled about me doing that. Alright, we can get some food in production. +1 gold and +1 happiness is kind of meh, though it's not that important. I guess if we're looking just for pure better tiles, that's fine. We definitely want the fishing key here because that'll let me put another building here, which will be good for the amount of water tiles it has. Where else would I want to put stuff? Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Wait, is that a... It is. This is a little bit risky, but... we can improve my relationship with them or get 50 gold. You know what? If I befriend them, that looks like a decent enough place to put a city. Let me see. If I were to throw down another marker... What does it say? This one. Terrible. Yeah, we'll actually go ahead and do that. So we improved our relationship with them, but didn't actually do that much? What? Didn't actually improve our relationship for some reason. Okay, well, let's go ahead and befriend you before anyone else gets to it. Yeah, that's good enough for, like, cities and stuff. I think that's fine. Plus, the incorporation will mean that it has this time to grow, whereas I don't have to rush out a city super quickly. Carthage is over here. A little bit more pincered than I'd like to be.
The fair.
But this is just too good to give up in terms of, like, strategic. In fact, this is pretty good strategically, too. Yeah. That irrigation's fine. I can go get those now. Let's see, where are... Oh, bless me. Jeez. Yeah, now you can go get that one. Good. Okay. Okay, it wants me to put it here. That's not that it's not a bad spot, but that's not that great a spot either. Or here, but yeah, I want it in range of that. Okay, so... why don't I just go 1, 2. Instant size 3 is actually pretty cool. I'm assuming you don't like that. Yeah. Figured. Alexander.
Haire axomenos emu. Dunasai proskunein.
Go this way. Should I get rid of these guys? Maybe.
Do nothing which is of.
I'll just accept. Once again, I want to save for the other things. Alright, we get +2 food on happiness building, +1 for every tradition slot in the government with a tradition slot. That's pretty good. I want to be able to get, because we're at 1 of 5, so if I were to do, it's 1, 2, 3. Probably 4, 5. I think it's my best bet. Let's go ahead actually and bring you over here, since it'll technically be better for more quick for me to do that. Faster town growth would be useful. Not really necessary, but it's useful. More influence more quickly would be good. You know what? Sure, we'll do that. Why not? Jeez. Okay, that should be everyone, I assume. Okay, and that helps me by getting me more science, which is awesome. Let's accept. All right, we can get some culture and some or science and culture, or science and food, or culture. I'd rather have the science and the food. They're probably dead. It's annoying, but what can you do? Okay, I'm not actually in a super big hurry to take this place out because I want to be able to settle here as quickly as possible, given that they're right here. Yeah, distributed power is good. So this gets me +5 production all wonders, which is good, but this is a much better instant reward for me. Just gonna do that. Oh, you don't even have to work it. It just has to. Oh, I wasted it. Okay, so it just has to be in your borders. That's good. So we got lots of potential science now from these two settlements. Okay. Alright, well I think this is a good place to cut the video off, so thank you very much for watching, and God bless.